Well, hello everybody. We are back in this town, baby. But you're probably questioning, where are the Xenoslayer crew? Aren't they supposed to do an answering questions video? Well, too bad. We are taking over, and it is Villains Edition, baby.
That's still the same thing, Darkslayer.
Excuse me for a second, guys. I'm gonna rip your head. He was tasty, I will say that. But anyways, hi guys, it's me, Darkslayer here. Today we're gonna be doing the Xenoslayer crew villains react to your comments. We are so excited to see what you put, and I'm excited if you guys have interesting questions about us. So let's get started. First question is about Dinah's World. For anyone who would win, Heisei Godzilla or Final Wars? I'll just probably make everybody answer to make it easier, but if you want to know my opinion, I would probably say Heisei Godzilla, because he's very powerful and very evil.
I would have to say, in my opinion, probably Final Wars, because he is very quick and agile, so I'd probably say Final Wars.
I mean, I personally pick Final Wars because, well, he may not be as strong as Heisei Godzilla, but he still has a heck of a good beam. So, and he does have, like, great combat ability, so probably Final Wars in my opinion.
I will have to say, Heisei Godzilla, because his abilities are very good. So I think they might be good for defeating villains like us.
Well, there you go, Dinos. There's everybody's response to your answer. Alright, next question. This is question for the villains. Who's the most hated villain out of them all in the squad? That would obviously be Indominus.
What? Excuse me? Why are you blaming me?
I mean, dude, come to think of it, you had the most terrible, saddest death of your life.
Oh, really? So says the one that dies by his own kind.
Hold up, guys. Don't we even forget the time how many times Darkslayer has been defeated?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now I remember of how many times he miserably failed to be a villain.
Okay, you guys can shut up. Next question. Question for Darkslayer. If you had to choose another symbiote besides Venom to be attached to, who would it be? That is a pretty good question. I will not be attached to Carnage because Carnage is already on Nightmare Foxy. But I think he abandoned him or something like that, so I'm not really sure. But if I had to choose another symbiote, I'll probably have chosen Riot. Because Riot has pretty good weapons that he can craft with his hands. But for now, we are Venom.
Question for Indominus. Who would win if you and Indoraptor from the Xenoslayer crew were to fight? Well, obviously, if you saw the Xenoslayer movie number 5, I kicked his butt. Like, come on, I am 10 times stronger than him. But if we did have a rematch, which we are in the upcoming movie, I might have a good, decent chance to beat him again. But then again, he might be smart enough to beat me, so I will say he might have a chance. I know that sounds like weird to be nice for me, but I think he kind of has a chance. But if not, he's definitely going to be defeated by me.
Question for Darkbot. Do you like horror movies? Of course I love horror movies. If you would like to know which one's my favorite horror movies, my favorite horror movie of all time has definitely have to go to Nightmare on Elm Street. It is such a classic movie. I just like how Freddy goes in your dreams and then kills you in real life. Which, that's amazing. So much blood. But yeah, there's other horror movies I like. I like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Scream. The only one I don't like is Chucky. Chucky's just gay to me. And Saw's pretty good too, but Chucky is gay. Chucky is not a good horror series.
Question for Scarlet Elena. How do you feel about being a new member, and how do you feel about friends from the Xenoslayer villain crew? Also, what's your most powerful special ability? Oh, okay. So I am feeling happy that I get to be with Darkslayer and all these cool other villains. I think it's fun in my opinion. And I think they're all nice and respectful to me. And if you want to know what my most powerful special ability is, It is to summon everything from the alternate reality. I could summon a giant beam from a different universe to destroy this one. And I can have my multiple thingies. Well, I'm sorry if I'm being confusing, but I'll explain more. But basically, my most powerful ability is that I can summon like a beam from multiple sides. So, like one from the left, one from the right, one from the side. Basically, something like that.
Alright, one more question from Brian. It says, for every villain crew, if I were to join your guys' team, would you accept me? It depends what kind of abilities you have and to show that you're truly evil. But we know in this universe you're nice. So you're definitely not going to be working with us.
Yeah, no goody goods allowed. But if you were evil, and with your power of your Barry Blade, I'd say you're pretty good to join this team, mate.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And plus, it would be nice to have a cool another dinosaur friend on the team.
Oh, Brian, you'll have so much potential. You'll like be taking over the universe if you were a villain.
Question for Darkslayer/Venom. Who do you hate in your team and why? Well, I don't really hate anybody in my team yet. Because like we literally just started this villain alliance thingy like a few days ago. And we're starting to do preparations and all that. But if I had to choose one, I would probably say Indominus Rex. Because he couldn't speak at first, but now he can speak, so now I can understand him more. But if you want to know who my most hated Xenoslayer crew is, that is Nightmare Bonnie. He is a despisable piece of
Question for Irex, aka Indominus Rex. Can you sing? Yes, I can actually. I hope you guys think I'm a good singer. Give me a beat. Food, glorious food, glorious food. Food, glorious food, glorious food. Food, glorious food, glorious food. I hope you guys like my singing.
Question for Darkbot. Are you Foxy's brother? And why is your name Bot at the end, may I ask? Well, if you want to know a little bit of a backstory behind me, I was with the parallel universe with my friends. We were just walking around, just protecting the city, regular as normal. Then, till this thing snuck up behind me, it knocked me out. And then it injected me with like some sort of evil virus thing, which gave me this evil personality and made me turn over my friends. But honestly, I don't care about my friends anymore. All I'm glad about is to have new friends and great power. And the reason that I got Bot at the end of my name is because my original name was Twisted Foxy in that universe when I was nice and cool. But until a note was left on the thing after I got knocked out, it said that my name is Darkbot, so that's why I changed it to Darkbot. And plus, I think it sounds cooler.
Question for Scarlet Elena. You're my second favorite villain. Oh, really? Thank you so much.
Question by D. Royce. Hey, Indom, what's your favorite food? KFC, 'cause the chicken good.
Scarlet Elena, what's your backstory? Oh, I always wanted to tell my backstory. Let me explain it to you. So I decided to go to this club called the Literature Club because I wanted to meet some new friends. And then there was 4 people there named Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Monica I especially knew because she was the leader of the club. And I asked, can I join this club so I can get some friends and like have fun? And then Monica said, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then we all got along. We all like drank tea. We all ate Natsuki's cupcakes and Sayori fell on the floor. Like, you know, that obvious stuff. Until 2 weeks later, me and Yuri got into a little fight. Yuri was reading one of my favorite books I wanted to read. It's called Fantasy of Time. But I know how big of a fantasy fan she is. So I asked her, can I read the book? And then she said, but it's my book. And then I said, like, I know it's your book, but like, it's my personal thing. And I'm like, can I just read it, please? And then Yuri's like, no, back off, get your own book. And then I decided to snatch the book out of her hands and then managed to break it. And then Monica got very upset and said, "Why did you do that?" And then I said, "But I wanted to read the book." And then Monica said, "You should have just waited your turn." And then she kicked me out of the club and just left me out for the street, and she told me to never come back. So I've just been sitting in the alleyway crying, just being alone because I didn't have any friends at that point, until a random mysterious figure stabbed me in the neck with some kind of needle, which gave me these powers for like red eyes, and like I could summon portals and I could summon beams. I could go to different dimensions, which I felt like when I had these powers, I was like, I can do what I want. I can finally not be bossed around. Heh, heh. And then that's when I decided to go start my new legacy with Darkslayer. And yeah, that's pretty much my backstory.
Darkslayer, how will you destroy the universe? We will destroy the universe by the power of working together and with the power of destiny. Destiny will bring us to the world of chaos so we can finally kill the Xenoslayer crew.
Darkbot, will your Power Elf friends ever forgive you? Probably not, but I don't care.
Indominus Rex, have you watched the Predator movie? I actually have watched the Predator movie. It is a cool and decent movie, and I love it that he can go invisible just like me. I want to meet that guy sometime.
Scarlet Elena, how powerful are you? Well, since I explained my backstory like 15 minutes ago, I would say I'm very powerful.
Well, those are all good questions. Thank you, everybody, for giving us these questions. Now we gotta destroy the Xenoslayer crew.
Oh my god, Yuri, you actually did it! You actually managed to get into the security system.
Yeah, lucky me. I managed to get in the security system. So, what are we gonna do? They're gonna kill the Xenoslayer crew.
Oh, I know one idea I can do. Let's bring all our friends to help. The Spider-Verse, Optimus Prime, Brian and Dinos, and the Parallel People, and Geigen, Ghost, and Flamethrower. They can definitely help them.
Alright, just tell me the code.
Alright, let's do this. The villains are going down.